Hey everybody, it's Undone Lyric, and it is story time. That is right. And this is actually a story that I have told before on an older video, well over a year ago. And I have a lot of new subscribers, and a lot of people probably have never heard this story. And so I'm going to tell it again. And it's actually the time that I lost my virginity. So let's kind of roll into this. So I'm going to give you a little pre-story on how I met this girl a little bit, and then I'll go into exactly how I threw up. So. Alright, so I'm dating this girl, and I'm actually dating her online. I met her through Yahoo Chat, believe it or not. There I am, I'm like 16 years old, she's like 18, right? So I'm like, yeah, big pimpin'. 18-year-old girlfriend, 16-year-old me. What could possibly go wrong? This is amazing. Like, it's like every 16-year-old's dream is to have like an 18-year-old, willing and ready female, right? We're dating, we're doing our thing. And then, all of a sudden one day I'm like, hey, why don't you move in? And she was, more or less like, okay, I'm going to kind of simplify it a little bit. So, I have her move in. I asked my mom, I'm like, Mom, can my 18-year-old girlfriend move in from Texas? My mom's like, she was an alcoholic at the time. She's like, yeah, let's do that. it's like, yeah. So anyways, she gets off the plane, whatever, we go home, we get some McDonald's, right? I don't know, I guess that's like where you take your first date is McDonald's. So anyways, and and she paid for it. I'm a terrible boyfriend. So anyways, we eat the McDonald's, whatever, we go home, and then, later on, at night or whatever, she's like, so, and I was a virgin at the time, she knew it. She's like, so do you, like, want to do anything, And I was like, yeah, let's do this. So, we're starting to do a little bit of foreplay. I'm not gonna get too graphic on it, but a little bit of foreplay, and then all of a sudden I'm going in my mind, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is happening. There is no stopping this. This is gonna happen. It was like the scariest moment of my life. I'm not even joking. I mean, yeah, that was probably the scariest moment of my life. I mean, when you're doing that, and you're losing your virginity for the first time, you wonder, like, am I too small? Am I too big? You usually don't think, am I too big? But that was my case. Ha ha ha. So, all this stuff's running through your head. Am I going to do it right? Da 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 da. And you're just like, it's so nerve-wracking. After that, it's all good. But, yeah, so anyways, very, very nervous, chilling out. And all of a sudden, I got to throw up. So I'm like, hold on a second. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I actually had a bathroom in my room. It was like a master bedroom is what I had. I run to the bathroom, and I stand there for like maybe 5 or 6 seconds or so, and all of a sudden I'm like, blah! Right? And I'm like, I am not being quiet about it either. There's no way she didn't hear me. And I'm throwing up, and I thought I was good. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to do this. Kind of like Eminem in 8 Mile when he's getting ready to go on stage and he starts puking in the bathroom. That's kind of like how it was for me in a way, I guess. So anyways, I puke, whatever, and I turn around, I look out the doorway, over at her, like, naked on my bed. I've never had a naked girl on my bed. And then, it starts recurring in my head, oh, that's right. I'm getting ready to have sex. So then I turn around and proceed to throw up again, and I did that for about another 5 minutes or so, dry heaving and all that good stuff. And needless to say, I blamed it on McDonald's. I was like, oh man, I think there was something wrong with those nuggets. I think I got food poisoning. I'm so sorry. She's like, oh, it's okay, no big deal, whatever. And needless to say, the next day, that was it, man. I penetrated, and she said it was terrible. I'm not even joking. She was like, well, I mean, I asked her. I mean, that's the worst thing. Never ask a question that you don't want to know the answer to, because once you do that, you might hear an answer that you don't want to hear. So my question was like, how was it? Did I do it okay? And she was like, no. And that hurt my pride a little bit, but after maybe 3 or 4 times or so, I got the hang of it pretty well. And she actually accused me of lying, of being a virgin. She was like, were you lying? Because like there's a big difference between then and now, and I think the main difference was the first maybe 2 or 3 times I was really nervous, so I was like probably really awkward and stuff. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much the story of the virginity losing, and you know, I'm like what 5.5 minutes in on that. I think I'm gonna try to find a video to dub over this because I'm actually not even watching anything. I was just kind of sitting here thinking I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So if this is a little under a gameplay, I'm sorry, and if it's a little over a gameplay, I'm sorry. I'm letting you know now, either way. So that is the end of my story time. Have a great day.